Yo, we're going back on to household name. I'm just going to be going through my chorus vocal chain. It's basically the same as the main chain, except from there's a slight difference. I've put vocal bender on it, which just pitches everything up or down. And here's a preview.
Humble beginners for a household name. Yeah, fucking made a fortune and I'm fucking at the game. Humble beginners.
So basically how I've done this is, for the start, we've got a subtractive EQ. We're cutting away the lows. We've cut away from 200 to 400, which just gets rid of any muddiness. And then we've also cut away some of the highs. Then right after, we've got Maximus. Once again, we're using it as a multi-band compressor. So we've cut away, we've squashed the lows, we've boosted the mids, and then we've also squashed the highs. Then we've got the LA2A compressor, which basically just cleans everything up really nicely and boosts everything. We've got the rap vocal preset. We've got a gain at 30, and then we've got our peak reduction at 45, which is exactly the same as the main vocals. Then after, to clean that up, because the LA2A compressor can kind of bring the harshness out, once again we've got the TDS plus, and it's just the same as before, minus 22 dB, which is the threshold where the TDS will activate and basically just get rid of those harsh sounds. Then once again, we've got Fruity Reverb 2, and this is exactly the same as the main. We've got the low cut, 475 Hertz, we've got the room size at 15, and then we've got the wet knob at 9%. It's basically just another dry signal, just adds a little bit of character. Now, so instead of saturation, I've swapped the saturation out for chorus. Basically, just gives more voices to the audio, and we've basically got everything just how it usually comes, just on default. But basically, what I've done is I've put the mix level at 50%. And I'm pretty sure it's called parallel processing or something, and it basically just allows 50% of the dry, 50% of the wet to come through, and like when they both come together, it just kind of makes the vocals sound really nice. Then we went a little bit crazy with the fresh air, but you'll see why in a minute. It's because we later we cut away quite a lot of the highs, and we've cut away quite a lot of the lows. So just make up for that, I've boosted my mids to 35, and we've boosted the highs to 70%, and then we've trimmed down by -1. Now, this is what I was on about. The reason why I've cut away so many of the highs is because, well, a lot of the highs is just because, and quite a lot of the lows as well, is because I kind of wanted it to sound like there's a filter on the vocals. Because if it's too up front, basically I've just got my main vocals here as well that's coming through, and it just slowly creeps up.
Made a fortune and I'm fucking at the game.
And basically I just wanted to put emphasis on those vocals, so that's why this kind of I mean, it has an oomph to it, but it still sits in the background, and it just fits well in the mix. Then after, once again, we've just got subtractive EQ, and basically this is just getting rid of any boxiness that might be, well, that is, just cleans up the vocals really well. And then this is basically the main source where the magic all happens, and basically I've pitched the vocals down by 5 semitones, so it's basically a fifth. And then we've put the formant down to 3 by 3 semitones, which is a third. And then, even though it says we've got the mix on 100%, I've actually changed the mix knob here, and we've got 65% of the wet signal coming through, and then we've got 35% dry signal coming through. And then basically, whatever's left is just on the same buses, so I won't need to go through that, but it's basically just like little ad-libs.
Yeah.
So we just got that yeah, and
Yeah.
that's just on my main vocal, and then I've literally just automated the delay, because the main vocals are sidechained to a delay. And then we've literally just got this woo, and then that's literally it. And then we've also just got this little bit, and once again I've just automated well, I've automated the EQ here just so that it comes in. This is already set, but yeah, just got that settled down, and yeah, that's basically how I've mixed my vocals for Household Name.